Do you know, I don't think I'm far off one of the top people in the world, top 10 at least, who talk about this crystal that I'm going to talk about today. Reason why is because it's been part of my practitioner's healing life from 38 years old till 56, like now. And there's never a week that I don't handle a piece of Cavansite. And I've got to say, at this point, it is becoming more challenging to get, let's say, the high grade, high quality, the superb pieces that I used to get when I was 38 years old, 39, 40, round about that age. I used to get spectacular pieces that were, let's say, pretty good value. And as everything goes, when it comes to the only cave, the only vein there is in Pune, India, then it kind of makes you realize that, well, it's the only place in the world where you'll get this absolutely awesome stone. And its mother stone complements it so well in a way that, yeah, maybe tourmaline, maybe, no, I'm sorry. I think the only one stone that I see complements it and sits in there like a mother holding its baby is Cavansite. It's just my personal feeling. I love all crystals, but there's something just so unique about this crystal when you look at it. And Cavansite, when you look at it, it just gives you that, I don't know, I think the first time I ever got given a piece of this, you know when you're talking about something and your hairs on your arms stand up, it's that intuition that you know it's real, it's genuine, what you're talking about is you're being validated by the energy. And I don't think I've ever heard anybody else call this crystal what I call it. And the reason why is through my clients and the experience they had. And over the years, I was like, somebody asked me, what's it called? And I just came out with it and I said, yeah, it's the crystal of forgiveness. And they'd say, whoa, what do you mean? Why did you say that? I says, because all my clients, men, women, children, it's like when they wear it or when I'm giving a healing session and that crystal is on the 3 chakras, where it's the heart, the throat, the crown chakra, it's a pouring out and a release of suffering, of trauma, of blocks, of issues, of pain, of suffering that just releases. But something very, very like, it's a pattern. Maybe slightly different, but there's a pattern, and it's like they've let go of the pain of a bullet, of a friend that's let them down, of a lover that's cheated on them, of so many aspects of suffering and pain and shock that it's become a personal. That was it. It was always an outside influence that affected them, and they're affected by one person or a few people. And it's hard to break that energy. Even if you cut the cords and you work on all of that, it's still in there, and it's something that's hurt and burnt. When wearing or using Cavansite, it's almost like you're dissolving that energy that's been created from that shock and what somebody's done to you, to letting it go. And almost, I'm not saying every time, but almost there's a type of energy that feels like, wow, that young girl's just forgiven the person. What happened there, I don't know, but Cavansite seems to be the crystal of forgiveness. Now, everybody knows me as the Cavansite guy. I have a lot of buyers out there, and I'm always saying, please get me Cavansite. It's becoming harder and harder to get because there's only one mine, and they're trying to get as much as they can. It's not the same anymore. However, every now and again you'll come across some beautiful pieces, and I try and buy as best quality as I can. So I don't get many these days. I am glad to say that over the years I have bulk buying it. Like, there might be 500 pieces, I might buy 10, I might buy 20, I might buy 50 out of 1,000. So I try to be careful to what I buy, to what feels right. It's not what they look like, it's what they feel like. So all my crystals that I work with, wherever I go, I feel them first and I don't look at them. So I'll have maybe 100, 500 in front of me, and I'll just sit or lie down I prefer to lie down on the floor. And then I'll just touch and just feel and go, yes. Touch and feel and go, yes. Well, I'm going to say yes, aren't I? Because I like them all. These have already been yes energy. So from there, they come back with me and then they get mounted. But in between that, I'll work on them in another energetic frequency. So it might be, okay, this set of 8, this set of 10, I'll work on the energy of children. Or this set, I'll work on the energy of the heart. So it depends what I want to add into the memory of this crystal. But I do believe this. Every time that I've worked with it, I know it as fact. Every time that I've worked with it with a client, it's always been like they've walked out with a new energy. And that energy is of letting it go, forgetting about it, forgiving that person. So I find, or forgiving the situation. So Cavansite is the crystal of forgiveness. Now, I guess wherever there is issue in the world, I think the world gives us what we need. So if you think about this, wherever you're born, the fruit and vegetables that are grown are basically for you. That's basically how it works. So you're born where you're meant to eat, and the contamination of different fruits and all that, yeah, it's great, but really where you were born, that them kind of fruit and veg would kind of for you. So if you think about the crystals that are created around you, the minerals, that it's giving you the same energy. So I find that fascinating, but it doesn't mean that you can't eat a fruit from another part of the world and enjoy it and get the benefit from it. I just think that Mother Earth gives us what we need. I'll give you a great example. My partner used to live with a tree, and this tree gave off lots of fruit, and all the village there was lots of people in that village, lots of children, and every year there were fruit given off this tree all the time. Something happened and everybody left. Something happened. Everybody left that village. They were thrown out of that village because of war torn, whatever. And we went back to revisit that place, and that fruit tree, there was hardly any fruit, and there was hardly anybody living there now. There's only a few people around there. There's hardly any fruit on the tree. What I'm trying to say is that Mother Earth knows what she needs to give us and what she needs to give the community. I find that fascinating. So I think the same thing about this crystal. Now, when we take a crystal from different parts of the world and it has a healing property for the people that need it, so in Pune, it may be that energy around there needed the energy of forgiveness. Now, the word forgiveness is only a word, which is what we use, but the energy of healing, the healing property of that mineral and of Mother Earth and of all her roots and mushrooms and everything that she has. She's a living organism, so she knows what everybody needs, and that's why when we ground ourselves with our feet on Mother Earth, she hears, she listens, and she provides. So taking that beautiful crystal and giving it to somebody who needs that same energy is what I believe crystals do. And I've done it every day, every single day. I've worked with them and seen the benefits of Cavansite and how it's worked. And I consider this crystal to be right at the top of all crystals. If I was choosing any top 10 crystals, this is definitely the top, one of the top, at the top of my list. It healed so many. The hardened man who's angry and so full of fuming energy, put this on them and you'll see the calmness come to them. Might take a few days, might take a few weeks, but watch the change. And that is the beauty of Cavansite and how powerful the energy is of healing you from those angry, frustrated, negative thoughts. It's incredible. And I love wearing it. I love wearing Cavansite. And I've probably worn it as much as I have Tactite. and putting them two together, fabulous. Tactite and Cavansite, perfect. You're watching this as a healer, you know, go-to crystals, Cavansite, straight on the stomach, Cavansite, Tectite, stomach, Cavansite heart, or Cavansite top of the head, Tectite heart. It's like moving them around as the healing session for 1 hour continues. You start to get this understanding and feeling why it, like, was this random or am I doing? No, you're moving to take the residue. So the Cavansite does the blasting of the negative energy, and then you move the Tectite without even thinking exactly where the Cavansite was. You move the Cavansite, Cavan starts working on the brain, the Tectite is absorbing the residue of what the Cavansite's it's just phenomenal how it works. And it's like you sit down for a coffee after you've done your day's work and you think about what you've done and what's happened, and you realize the power of crystals are phenomenal, really phenomenal. And I've tried to share that with people all over the world, and the only way really people really truly understand it, because most people just laugh, but when they wear a crystal and it does its job, when they have a healing session with crystals and they feel that, it's like their life changes, completely changes. Something now new has come into their life that they didn't realize. So that there's a possibility of healing our past. There's a possibility that something happened. Yeah, it did happen, mate, and it does work. And the belief, what you have to open up to heal yourself, because belief is just a bullshit word. Belief basically means that you're opening up. So if you change the word belief to open, right? So I have to believe in it. No, you have to open up. It's the same thing. Belief, opening up. Okay, I believe it now. Oh, you mean you're opening up to it? Yeah. So that's what we mean by, oh, you've got to believe it for it to work. Belief is just opening up to something. That's all it is. So yeah, I could talk about this all day, but I want to leave it there and tell you that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Cavansites, and I'm going to sell 12 of them on my website today, and I'm going to offer you, beautiful soul, the chance to have this gorgeous piece of Cavansite on Mother Stone. So all you need to do is simply write down, Mark, you are some super sexy boy. Do you know why I do this? Because some people don't even look at the video and then read all the comments and think, what the hell is going on here? That's funny. Okay, and I'll ask the girls to scroll down and choose one beautiful soul. But please, please, don't ask for this crystal if you've already received a gift from me. Let people who've never had a crystal, who live in a different part of the world, it might be India, it might be the third world country that just don't have any money at all. So let them have the chance to be able to have a beautiful crystal sent to them from my heart to yours. All right, guys, love you all. Let me get these. I think I'm going to put this up as well. Yeah, I will. I'll put this one up as well. All right, love you all. Enjoy. One link below, that is to my Cavansite collection, and I hope you appreciate all these Cavansites that I've worked with over the years. They're all on my website, and they're absolutely genuine, beautiful pieces that I've worked with for many hours. I hope you appreciate them. And also, if you have experienced Cavansite, would you do me a favor? Would you tell everybody on here what your experience was or is, or what you feel about Cavansite? It's always nice to hear other people's perceptions and experiences and feelings. All right, I'm going. Have a great day.